Hi
This
everyone.
conference will now be recorded.
Hi everyone. Welcome to this another video in Market Talk YouTube channel. Hope everybody is prepared for tomorrow's trading and next week trading. So let me just start with the Astro view for next week and also GAN midpoint and also see what happened last week and compare our Astro predictions, how it was going on, and next week how it will be happening, and also the moon aspect also will start. Just we will see. So it actually is not 11 September, it is sorry, 11 September, yeah. Now let us see for the past what happened. We told about this stars, what are the stars, this 9 stars or important stars. So how these stars are impacting, we made a understanding about that in the past 2 weeks back. So just I'm not going through that again once again. So we'll pass on to the next one. Now for this week, last week, what happened, we will see. So we saw all these 9 stars, how it's impacting, and also Tuesday and Friday is a major days. But this week, last week, what happened was the Tuesday supposed to be major week, but it has not happened actually. It is just was this for Bank Nifty, only 57 points. But it doesn't happened on a Monday. Monday it was not a star which is on our list actually, and also but however it was down. So one of the reason what we can see is the conjunction of the planets that we see separately. Another angle also we'll try to bring in actually, because we will not overload with so many things. We'll start slowly so that you'll be able to absorb. So the first thing is that the planets, sorry, which are stars which are impacting the market that we saw, and the Tuesday and Thursday. So Tuesday and Friday. These are 2 days which we told we will be having impact. Now on Friday it was a Uttara Bhadrapada, okay, and it was almost 519 points because of Friday. It was a Friday. So out of 5 days, one day was a success in this thing. And another thing was the new aspect. What we told was the full moon, new moon. The full moon, new moon aspect was that where we that from new moon to full moon, from 19th August to 2nd September, we saw 1,590 points up move, and also in line with the GAN midpoint. Also against the GAN midpoint, also we made up move actually, but we not got the opportunity to catch the up move because it already gapped up so much last week as compared to the midpoint. So, but down move we could have captured. We got captured. Now from new moon, the full moon to new moon from 2nd September starting, already we are down 860 points. So till 17th September new moon, so it is better to be on the cautious side. So the thing we have to understand is about something called full moon to new moon. The name is called Krishna Paksha, and the new moon to full moon is called Shukla Paksha. Okay, the up move, the up move is called Shukla Paksha. Down move is called Krishna Paksha. Okay, the short name also is there, which you can be knowing this. And for the next coming days next week, what are the stars and what could be the impact? We'll see also. So for starting from 7th September to 11th September, so Tuesday and Friday are the days we are targeting, the big days. Normally that's a Tuesday and Saturday, Tuesday and Friday. Okay, and in our list, if you see what are the stars that are coming up, Bharani, that is what we are following. Bharani is following on Tuesday also, and our day, the target day is Tuesday, that is also following. Kritika is not following, Rohini is not following, and Mrigasirasa is following. So 2 days, Tuesday and Friday, are following in line with the nine stars also. So I think get ready for something, a trending day on Tuesday and Friday. It could be gap up or gap down. Anything is possible, but the big days, at least 500 plus points move we are expecting on Tuesday and Friday. Now, this is another aspect you should know about this also, conjunctions. When there are two planets conjuncting with each other, then the another trend forms actually. So, for example, the this another aspect. Just I'm telling you how it is. Then we'll as a later stage we will try to understand how it is impacting the market and so many other things. So it's a slow process. Okay, we should not dump everything on about this what is happening in the astrology, so that it will be difficult for you to understand. Now let us understand the total. There are these four group. The four planets is one group actually, and then three planets are one group, and Rahu Ketu is another group. Okay, so 4 plus 3 plus 2. So total 9 planets are forming a group. So Sun, Moon, Mars, Jupiter are friends among each other. If you see here, when they conjunction each other, then they are friends. There is no problem at all. So they become more powerful in the positive side. They can boost the markets, like when old friends meet together, have some drinks party or whatever chit chat they do, or whatever they talk, discuss everything. They become more positive and more energetic, and more so many things, positive things happen. Maybe good new ideas will come also. That's what happens when these four planets among them, whatever the conjunction happens. Then Mercury, Venus, Saturn are three are another group of planets. So this group of planets are among them are friends, but they are enemy with these friends, these people. Sun, Moon, Mars, Jupiter, they conjunct with these people, they are enemies. But among them are friends. Okay, so hope you are clear about this. So when Sun is conjuncted with Mercury, it is enemy. They don't like each other. And also Sun and Saturn are father and son. Sun is father and Saturn is son. I'm sure many of you are aware that how they don't like each other, and that becomes when they meet each other, then it becomes a problem. Okay, but the degrees, what is the degrees at the time they meet? That is also matters. There is something called degrees. So 0 to 30 degrees, you can see the maximum range of any planet. So when the smallest degree, when the two are conjuncting, whichever planet is having the highest degree will have the impact, will override the other planet. For example, Saturn is having a highest degree, then Sun will not have much power actually. Saturn will override the powers of Sun that place in the conjunction. And also which house they're doing conjunction also matters. Okay, there are so many other aspects also. And Rahu, Ketu are most of times enemy with most of people, particularly with this group of planets. Sun, Moon, Mars, Jupiter, they are enemy. And Mercury, Venus, Saturn, they are friends actually. So this is the one category. So if you see here, this entire is opposite. You can see the categories coming very clearly, the enemy and the friends. So you have to memorize this. Logically, you have to just see how Sun, Moon, Mars, Jupiter. You can tell Sun, Moon are one. Sun, Moon is one group, small group, and Mars, Jupiter. Okay, Jupiter is a wealth expansion. So Mars is a commando. You can tell a commando. Commando, and Saturn is a soldier. So you have to memorize this Sun, Moon, Mars, Jupiter. This one group, and Rahu, Ketu another group, Mercury, Venus, Saturn another group. So this way you memorize it. Then we'll come to that categorization, how it's impacting the market, when conditions the stars, and which house they are forming, the placing. That also matters. When Saturn is conjunctive with Sun in Saturn's house, it also matters. Okay, so I will teach you in the over a period of time, or maybe next week and all. Then we'll move on to the midpoint, GAN midpoint, what's happening actually. So let us see the GAN midpoint, what's happened in the past week, and what is planned for the next week. So for the last week, the midpoint for Bank Nifty was, Nifty was 11,548. So what happened? Opened at 11,777. So we could not get much opportunity to catch the up move actually. But down move from there, we could have captured. And what happened? We told you that maximum from midpoint 200 to 300 points was the opportunity, correct? So that way exactly it went up to that 11,777. 11,800 was the maximum opportunity on the upside. Sometimes it goes to extreme side, but however the option pain is giving some leads actually. This time, in the surprise is that the Nifty moved exactly on the upside above midpoint 245 and below 245. Exactly equally divided, it moved. That's a very it's a rare aspect actually. So we got equal range bound above the midpoint, below the midpoint. So it is not either bullish or bearish. It is a range bound from the perspective of the midpoint concept. Coming to the next week, the midpoint is 11,549, is nothing but the average of last week high and low. So for the week purpose, we are taking Monday to Friday, not the Friday to Thursday, Monday to Friday. So 11,794 and 11,303 average. This is spot price. So 11,549 is the midpoint, and we close at 11,333. So once we cross above this 11,549, then we have to be cautious. And also now full moon to new moon is going on, so we will be on the still on right side only till 11,550 is not crossed. and also option pain is around 11,400, and month end option pain is 11,500. So I'm not expecting to cross 11,600 levels maximum in this week expiry. Very rare chance actually, even if it touch 11,600. So it will be sell and rise, and any opportunity or rise will be used for selling only, because FI is also giving a lead that they are not interested to continue buying. Actually, they are exiting the long positions in the index futures, and also they are adding the long puts. Now let us see the bank nifty. What is the status? What is the plan for the bank nifty? Now for bank nifty, if you see 23,500 was midpoint last week. What happened here? This is the average of that before that week. So 23,511 opened itself 25,038. Correct? On a Monday, if you know, it opened like that. After that, it started falling once, because there is no opportunity for us to capture the midpoint, because just 500 points below the midpoint we closed. So we got almost 634 points below the midpoint actually, but above the midpoint 1,722 points. But the opportunity on the upside was not much to capture. But however, from the top we could have captured almost 2,000 points. Correct? Exactly 2,000 points. The opportunity was there. So we had to trade on the daily, because bank nifty trading on the daily is better actually compared to the positional, because it is very difficult to capture 1,000 2,000 points on positional basis unless you hedge it. For hedging there is a cost, and because of the IV, very high IV of around 40 levels, the cost of hedging becomes very high also. But unless otherwise you do intraday trading, you will not be able to make good points in bank nifty particularly. So for the bank nifty next week, 24,000 levels is the midpoint actually. So, and also another point we have to see is that if you see the midpoint on full moon day, whatever the day it was there, that time it was around 24,825 something. So 24,000 level you should be a stop loss for all the shorts. If you have any shorts, you can ride it. 23,000 is the closing basis on Friday. So 24,000 is the midpoint. Once we cross, then again we can try to go on the upside also. So don't be completely bearish on the moves what you've seen now. Unless we see some shorts built up in the FIS position, then some big moves can come. Otherwise, it can be trapped also, because the March downfall what we saw was unexpected by anybody. Nobody expected that such a big fall, steep, fast fall will come. That's what happened. Now, again, the same repetition will not happen in the near future. Understanding your trading psychology, anything which everybody is remembering or understanding that what is going to happen in the near past will not happen again the immediately in the near past. Everything they will try to, the big players will try to do something in a different way. They will not do in the same fashion in the immediate near future. If you see anything, can you even imagine of any crash like what happened in the March or before? No. What happened in the September 20, the Nirmala Sitharaman candle we used to talk, that also happened before? No. After that also it's not happened. So what happened is everything they try to do different times differently. So always remember that, don't think that the immediate past, what happened in the past will happen again in the same near future. It will be done differently. Either it be upside, downside, or consolidation, everything they will happen the opposite side. So let us see 24,000 is the level you remember for midpoint for the bank nifty next week. So above that will be bullish, and below that will be bearish. And whenever it is opening above the midpoint, then bullish can happen. But there is less chance that it will open gap up 1,000 points on Monday to get the trend of opening above the midpoint. So that is wiped off. So definitely will open below the midpoint only. That is for sure on Monday. So be or keep your stop loss at 24,000 levels for bank nifty and the spot levels for the coming week. Hope you got some astrology, learned some astrology view under the midpoint for the next week. Remember these points for the next week, trade accordingly, and also we will try to cover on daily basis what is the plan. Hope it was a nice weekend. Let us see the good trading days for the tomorrow and the coming days. Thank you so much.